Hello everybody. In today's video we're going to be going over and how to solve the problem seen here. So we need to factor the equation seen here. It's 3x squared minus 7x minus 6. So how do we factor this? Okay. So what you want to do whenever factoring, the basic rule is you can draw an x like this. And the top of the x, so let's label these. This is a A, B, and C. Okay, so now always at the top we're going to write A times C, and at the bottom we're going to write B. So basically you should figure out what these values are. So let's try here. A times C, that's 3 times 6 times negative 6. Always make sure for the negative. That is negative 18. And then B is just negative 7. Okay, so in this, what does this mean? Okay, well, always this, you need to guess two numbers here, or not guess, you need to find out two numbers here, the two factor numbers that multiply together to reach this number and adds together to get this number. Multiply, add. Okay? So which means we have to find out two numbers that multiply to negative 18 and add to negative 7. Okay? So what could that be? Well, I'll let you think a little. The answer is negative 9 and 2. Because negative 9 times 2 is equal to negative 18. And negative 9 plus 2 equal to negative 7. Okay, so we now have this negative 9 and 2. But what do we do with them? Let me erase this real quick. Alright, so what we do with the... So basically, what we do now is we use these numbers and we split the middle, the B value, split this value apart into negative 9x and 2x, just like this. Minus 9x plus 2x minus 6. Okay? This is still equivalent to this because we can break it apart because negative 9 plus 2 is equal to negative 7. So it's still equivalent. We're just writing it differently like this. Okay, so now what do we do? So you notice how there's 4 terms here. And now let's each half or each two numbers, let's separate them. Okay? And now with each separate bracket or in the parentheses, let us find factors, or let's find the common factor inside. So between 3x squared and 9x, what is the common factor? And the common factor is 3x. Because 3x goes into both this and this. So 3x, and then what do we leave? What are we left with? We take out the 3, take out 1x. There's 2 x's here because it's squared. So we're left with 1x. And then take away 3x. Take away the x. And then 9 divided by 3 is 3. There's a negative here, so minus 3. Okay, we got the first one done. And now, let's do the second one. So what is common between these? 2x minus 6. It is 2. So let's take out the 2. So that's x minus 3. Notice how this x minus 3, and this is also x minus 3. And this is not just pure coincidence. It should always be like this. These two numbers, or these two terms in parentheses, should always be the same. Okay, so now what we can do is we can sort of factor these two, or factor out the x minus 3 from each side, which leaves us with So take away x minus 3, which leaves us with 3x plus 2. Okay? And that is how you factor it. And now if you want to find like the x-intercept where it's equal to 0, you could just set this equal to 0. And then whatever makes each specific term 0. So for this one, x is equal to 3. And then for the other one, we have here how to make that 0. You would plug in negative 2/3. And that's how you would find the x-intercepts for the equation here if you want to graph it. Okay, so here are the factors factored. Here are the x-intercepts. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something new. Thank you. Bye.